Yo, you mean to tell me you ain't never heard of Keep It Real Reloaded? What? Are you serious? Keep It Real Reloaded? Man, just watch this.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And a first birthday party.
Holy yeast infection waiting to happen.
Right now.
Like sex needles.
The Summer Cup Kid.
Welcome to Keep It Real Reloaded. I am your host, the often imitated, never duplicated, the legendary Robert Wyndon, and we back. Keep It Real Reloaded.
Yep.
Back on your screen, doing what we do, doing how we do it. I was a little ashy, so I had to get lubricated up. I got a power pack show feel for you today. I got amazing guests. We already started kicking it off early. Good food, good drink, good everything you can imagine. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my introductions. Y'all know this little bit of something that's been. I'm back in Bloomingdale. I'm not in Park Forest this week, but I'm back home, y'all. My home. Away from home, if y'all understand what I'm talking about?
I get it.
For sure. So we're gonna start with our introductions. I'm gonna go, is it my left, your right? Starting on this end. This young man, I met him probably about 10 years ago? Yeah. About 10 years ago. We was working in the same department. He used to hook me up. Well, I can't even say that because it might be illegal.
Yep.
It is. Let's just say, whatever I needed,
You were friends.
he had it.
You were friendly.
You know what I mean? That was my man, David
And then you
Timmons.
put me on camera.
Right, you see him?
Okay.
Whatever you need,
Felony.
he got it.
Kind of, sort of, allegedly.
Allegedly. Me and David been homies for about 10 years. I call him my little brother. You know, he always trying to tell me what to do, but he can't because nobody does that.
Yep, that's your
But
wife.
no, she don't do
She
that.
does.
She don't do
100%
that.
definitely does.
He's very. Y'all gonna let me get through my introduction?
Nope.
He's a very intelligent,
That's what it's gonna be.
very intelligent young fellow. He's going to school to be a lawyer. He said that once I'm on, he gonna be my lawyer, so he can get me out of whatever mess I'm in.
Shenanigans you get.
David Timmons, tell them where they can find you at, bro.
You can't find me. You can find me in the law library at NIU.
And how you?
At Verizon at times.
And
I don't do a ton of social media, but if you want to go up to the legal library in DeKalb, that's where I'll be Monday through Friday, all day Saturday and Sunday.
all right.
That's good.
The library.
The legal library.
The legal library. That sounds really exciting.
It does.
It is.
Now sliding over here next to me, beautiful young lady. I've known her since I've been married.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? She's pretty comical. I like her. Y'all gonna love her. She's a paralegal. She got jokes. She don't smoke. Faye, I ain't gonna mess up your whole last name. Faye Persinger.
Yes.
Like Kim Basinger, but with a purse.
Just like her.
Yes.
I feel it.
Totally
I feel it.
different.
I feel it. So she about to, you know, her and David might team up and work together to get me out of my
I feel
shenanigans.
that. I feel that.
So, hey, make sure y'all don't charge me so much.
Yeah, I feel
No,
that's
I've
happening.
been, no, I've been good,
It's
man.
gonna happen.
I've really been good, but so Faye, tell the people where they can find you at.
I don't do social media either.
Thank you.
Yes,
You cannot.
you can't find me at my house, 145. That's where I'm on the train to work, on the train home from
But
work.
have you heard of social media?
I have heard of social
Have you
media.
ever been on there?
I sometimes
Check
look
their
at other
kids.
people's pages, and I have children, so I look at their pages. And
Any particular? We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to that. I should have gone for social media. Wait, man, you see my beads on? All right, we're gonna slide this way. Somebody help me. Hey. Young lady next to me. This is actually probably,
Oh God.
I can't say it.
She's sipping already.
This is actually probably one of my top 5 people of all time on earth.
What?
First day I met her,
Top 5 what?
persons, peoples,
Favorite people?
favorite peoples on earth.
Yeah, let's go.
She full of life, full of, what else she full of? Shit. But I love her just for those reasons that she keeps me entertained
Yes.
every time I'm with her.
Yes.
We always have great conversation. She also is an entrepreneur. It's called Time Off Salon. What is it?
And day spa.
And day spa. So if you want to go get your eyebrows did up, I probably need mine done.
Lashes.
If you need your back rubbed.
Or waxed.
Your back waxed. My back don't need to be waxed. I'm sexy and smooth.
Yeah.
I'm sexy and
You got that
smooth.
baby bear thing going on
No, I
back there?
ain't even no baby bear. It's legit.
Alright, good. That's
Miss
good.
Heather Taylor, Time Out Salon.
Time
Go-
off.
Time off.
I'll just say
I'm just right here.
yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Time off salon and day spa.
And day spa. Where can they find you at outside of Time Off Salon and Day Spa?
You cannot find me outside of time off salon and day
I
spa.
think you just got a lot of hearts
I
and
think
loves.
I
and-
did.
You saw that?
There.
You got a fan club.
They like,
Who the light skin?
Well,
we can't find the other one, so we gonna find her.
No, I'm literally always in time off salon and day spa, so that's really where you will find me.
What about on Facebook? Can we find you there?
Yeah,
You got a Twitter account?
time off salon and day spa is where you will find me. That's what it
Church.
is. There it
All
is.
right. And this young man here,
What up?
Lamont Jones, he looked like he just got out the. Well, we're gonna talk about that later. He looked like he just walked in sexy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lamont
Already.
Lamont is a talented and smart young man. I've known Lamont for a while too. Like I told him, man, we ain't never really kicked it like we should have been kicking it. But great young man, a musician. He got an album coming out, a project coming out called Solitude. Make sure y'all check that out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Where can they find you at, brother?
You find me all over social media. John Coffee. Coffee is spelled Coughee. John Coffee. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. The Solitude Project. It's gonna be amazing. Still looking for talented artists, and I've heard that there might be some in the panel. That's just a rumor.
I used to be a rapper.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he used to be a rapper.
Okay, I got that part covered.
I got bars.
You got
Yeah,
lost.
but that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going down.
It's going down.
I do raps.
And Lamont gonna actually work with me when I actually sit down and get time together to work on this this uplifting of the black community.
There it is.
Once I actually sit down and talk about and get myself together on the whole situation. Well, let's go and get started and get kicked off into this whole little situation that we got working here. So today, keep it reloaded. We got a lot of things power packed and filled today, and we're gonna get into our first topic. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was throwing the topic around, I thought it was a good topic until today, when I really was like, I don't really want my wife to know how slutty I was.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there thinking like, I had some whole tendencies. You know what I'm saying? I was by the butter rolls. The only place I probably ain't did it is the Burger King bathroom. But
Oh, huh?
oh my God.
Now she knows.
I was really in bad way. Now
She knows.
You know, we had a little bit of conversation. She gonna tell me, I'm like, I don't really. Then all of a sudden I started feeling weird because I really don't want her to know that. I want her to know that I've always been good and I've only just do it in the bedroom,
Right.
and that's where it's for. But hey, we're gonna talk about it today. So our first segment that we're gonna get into is we thought of some. They didn't like strange. I do. The strangest place, most unique place, the best place, or just a place where you
Convenient?
Convenient place. That's good.
There it is.
A convenient place.
That's probably the best way to describe it.
Where you actually have
Or spontaneous.
performed a sexual act, or literally you're smashed. So, I don't want to start.
Why not?
But
Yeah, I'm going with you.
since we're
Not
here,
your show.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it real.
Take the
we're
lead.
gonna keep it real reloaded.
You kicked it out, bro.
Okay.
See that there was a dog, right?
What?
A dog.
Not really a dog.
Don't.
Not really.
Left real
Not really.
fast.
Not
Might be your last shooting.
Y'all, I'm fanning myself. I'm nervous.
I'll fan you.
I'm nervous.
You got me nervous right now.
Dog.
Yeah, you should have started that off. That second off with a, there was a dog.
No, let's rewind.
Okay, go ahead.
So it wasn't no dog.
One time at band camp.
So okay, so when Kara texted me this morning, and she wanted to find out before, so she wouldn't be in a state of shock when I tell her what I did it a few times, and then I was like, babe, I told her what I do, and I'm about to share this story with y'all too, but like I said, man, I mean, I told her, it's been so many different places.
You're naughty. There it is.
Yeah, I don't want her to know how slutty I was, though.
She knows.
But you just told her everywhere but
We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
It's
Did
on.
you see how he's dancing around?
I am there.
As she's saying that there was a dog.
And no matter what.
Okay, so it really was a dog.
I'm so
Such
But
a
I was
hero.
like, no. There was a dog, there was some chains involved. No. Okay,
We
so
gonna pray hard.
here we go. So
Help us, bless
this was
Jesus.
one of my times back in Concordia University.
Oh,
I'm gonna use
God.
this. I'm gonna use this one. This is the one I came.
Do
up
we
with.
have to tell the time?
No, you ain't gotta tell it.
Okay.
Who don't tell them? Because that's why I had to go with this one. 'Cause
Okay.
it's the safest bet.
Okay, got it.
So I was in
Timeframes.
I was in this place and I was working in this building.
Yeah. We don't have to
That's
say
not
who.
even good though.
We don't have to say
A lot
who.
of buildings I don't work in.
Yeah.
We don't talk about who.
Shucks. So I was at the place and I ran the place. So I locked up all the doors, right? So people couldn't get into the stairways, right? So there was this big thing that oversaw the whole community center. We called it the Crow's Nest. So it was like this big open place. It had like couches and things, and it was like this enclosed window, right?
Okay.
So I locked all the doorways, so nobody could get up. So I was feeling a little certain kind of way. So I made a phone call. The young lady came, we talked, I escorted her up to the Crow's Nest. Once we got up there, remember, there was still people in there.
Was there a dog there? I just want to know where the dog
You
was.
set really high expectations.
I know. Did she bring her dog?
So
Was
they
there a
introduced
guard
Lassie
dog
from-
there? Like, what happened?
There wasn't no dog.
Oh, thank
I
God.
thought it was a Yorkie gonna walk.
There wasn't no dog. There wasn't no dog. So it was the building was still open to the public. So I walked upstairs. What I'm saying? Put the "I'll be back" sign up.
What time was it?
This was about maybe like 8 o'clock.
At night?
Can I get to y'all?
There's just details.
It was 8 o'clock at night.
Okay, all right. We
I
wanna know
walked her
details.
up.
The viewers want to know details.
I walked her up, right? Y'all know how sexy I am. I walked her up
Really?
sexily, just so I can
That
sex
is a
her.
word.
How?
Huh?
How? I want to know, how did you walk her up?
Sexily.
Was it like this?
It was like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right there. You know what I'm saying?
Was it pelvic thrust?
Like, oh wow. I hit her with a pelvic.
Oh.
So I got you ain't gonna let me finish. So I got her upstairs.
In
You
the
know what I'm
process.
saying? And then I proceeded to unbutton her like this here.
I'm not going to give that much detail.
Oh.
Yeah, it's getting
I'm
decent.
not going to give that much
I was
detail.
there. I was back there.
You were.
So then, so when I was I'm back. So we proceeded to
It's always
to
judging.
consummate our relationship for the 50th time
There it is.
in the Crow's Nest during business hour, stairwells locked, and then I walked her back down and told you I'll check you later. So I sexed her up in
And
the
you did
Crow's
not.
Nest in a public building during office hours, and it was amazing.
There it is.
I can guarantee you the walk down wasn't as sexy.
The walk down.
Somebody was popping up.
I gotta think about it.
Yes.
Was there a security camera there? And
It's
why was I in the dean's office the next day? So off of me,
Snaps.
Wow.
since
You got in trouble?
Heather liked to talk, we're gonna slide over to Heather.
Uh-oh.
Heather.
I'm not going to give this much detail.
Don't get because you was asking questions. You was asking effective probing
I
questions.
there's going to be more quantity as much as you give quality. I'm not gonna give quality.
Listen, don't give
I'm
quality.
gonna give quantity.
Depending on
Okay.
quality though.
What,
Remember, you got a fan club, so the inquiring mind is definitely one of that.
I'm not
What
seeing any likes, so
what
I
was you
feel
smack?
like
Heather,
that's not gonna
Heather,
be.
what was the strangest or unique place,
Convenient.
convenient
Please.
place that you done smashed or performed a sexual act? You
Look at
don't see this guy. You don't see this guy though. We just really want to know. We really want to
I
know.
can't.
So now you shy. You shy now.
Never
Like,
shy.
I'll tell you.
I'm ready.
Okay. Oh man.
Don't say the time off some hard. Oh
No,
shit.
I would never do that.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're
Every
talking
time
about.
on.
Time on.
Or off.
That is such a hard question
Oh my
because
god.
I am very spontaneous.
Yes.
So I really actually enjoy voyeurism. Yeah,
Mhm.
voyeurism too. But also whereism. Whereverism.
Where is it? Put that on the
I
shelf.
think the funniest time I like to be funny, as you
Yes.
can probably tell. I think the funniest time was I was in the car with my significant other. I had on one of those maxi dresses, and I didn't have a whole lot underneath said maxi dress.
So you was naked.
Well, he didn't know that, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
just driving, talking about boring. Can I say
Boring shit.
boring shit?
Okay.
He was talking about boring shit, and I just thought, boy, this is really boring. I'm gonna make this interesting. So he's talking, minding his own business, probably like, dusk.
Mind his own
He's
business.
he's doing nothing wrong.
He driving.
Keeping us safe. So I just decided to just quickly take my entire dress off and just sit there while he's driving, and he kind of like was talking and just was like, oh.
Wait.
Was anybody hurt during
Right. Wait, what?
There was like trucks driving past. He's like, oh. Trying to make sure they didn't actually see anything. But we got the party started and finished at home. I'm not gonna lie. We did not finish in the car because I'm an adult and
I'm an adult.
my knees hurt.
My back wasn't
Wait.
So good news, we have a house and we're not pathetic.
Okay.
Bravo.
Wait. Okay.
Here's some
So
follow-up
your knees
questions.
hurt, huh?
I don't want my knees to hurt. I don't want scarring or I don't want
So
bruises.
let's.
I want
Okay.
gentle,
So I want y'all to know.
then not gentle.
I want y'all to know she was naked in the car.
There it is.
Truck driver started beeping.
Truck drivers.
There were
beeping.
some trucks following us because I think they had gotten wind too. There was some.
When?
Can I say that?
That's a good word.
There's some fuckery afoot. So.
A 3 foot. So she was naked and she ain't want her knees to hurt in the car.
I didn't. No, look, that's where you start the party.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain age, you don't have sex in cars unless
You don't have a bed.
you don't have access to a bed
Yeah.
or space or the
What?
stairs.
I've had sex in cars before.
I mean, everyone had sex in
And when
cars.
Right.
you didn't have a
Yeah,
bed.
but is it comfortable?
When the only option was the car.
Right, and do you put my back out in the car? I mean, not necessarily. You
Yeah.
can't necessarily do that. You can do that like
Mhm.
staircases. There's a lot of places you can do that.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
Lamont, since we own you,
Yo,
how do you follow up with that? And I got 2 more people.
There's no follow-up. It's like, how somebody has an opening act that kills like Hammer did, and then you got somebody come don't want to perform like
Right.
Hammer. So right now she got it started. Whoa,
Right.
I mean, ain't no follow.
Right. I'm gonna have to get a better story with the dog.
there really was a dog, and you know it.
Go ahead.
Just tell us.
Lamont, go ahead, dog. I'm not
Peanut
fooling.
butter.
I'm not fooling with honey. I'm not fooling with. I like honey. but I'm not fooling.
Honey.
I actually have like 2 different stories because like you said, there's spontaneity and there's intrigue and there's just like spur of the moment, especially with guys, because most of the time we thinking like,
Right. Yes, sir.
now it's just good time
Right.
development.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know if I'm gonna get this chance again.
Yes, sir.
So, and there's a lot of that. But one of the best stories I can tell is like almost like her story a little bit. It was a drive, and she's gonna hate this that I'm telling the story, but it was a drive. We call it the Route 290 story. That we were driving on 290.
Route 290.
The Route 290 story. We were driving on 290, and she had a skirt on, and it was a long drive, and we had been sipping a little bit, and
While you were driving?
well, the whole thing is, I guess we talked about how women will pleasure men while a man was driving, and my whole thing was, God can return the favor, trust me.
Lord have
So
mercy, done gave
I
us
decided
a-
to
While you were driving?
I decided to
You
show
were
her that I
driving?
could. No, she was driving.
Oh.
So I told her to
How
put
did this work?
I told her to put
She said the dash.
I wasn't in that phrase.
Hold on, Lamont, I'm totally shy. I'm not interested in
Right.
how you see this. Hold
Proceed
on.
with this story.
well, it wasn't a full-fledged. It was just me pleasuring her
All right, that's okay.
in the car while she drove. And again, truck drivers were driving past and she was swerving. But she maintained until we got home later.
Trooper.
But the drive on 290, you know, she'll tell you she'll never forget 290 again.
There it
Wait a
is.
minute, so
His drives is fine.
I got one follow-up question. Wait, so we'll talk about it. We'll
No,
talk,
it
He
was.
was in there like,
right.
Now, wait.
Did you have a leg? Did you have your leg?
Yeah, try to visualize.
Was a leg? Was your leg? Was a leg?
Believe me, I'm tall, so getting maneuvered around was the hardest part.
that was tricky.
Wow.
Right,
But once I got the verticality, that's a good one. Once I got the verticality,
I like that.
I found a way
I'm gonna use
to maneuver there, and she just drove, and then
She just drove.
She almost did it.
she drove. I spelled the name.
You're an amazing young man. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my entire life, I've never
Use the alphabet.
heard
Yes.
that. Like, how?
Yeah, I've
Give
never
it
heard
a-
that
And
again.
That's
once again, it's a
amazing.
290 story.
I'm about to hit 290 real quick.
Hey.
Hey.
I see people smiling. They can't wait for the highway now. Get the SUV, it's going down.
Lake Street.
She got the steering wheel up here.
I might hit Lake Street. I ain't as tall as Lamont. So my maneuver ain't gonna be, I'm gonna be right in there. What you doing? What you doing? Get that left leg up, girl. Stop there. All right, we gonna try it over here to Faye. Faye,
Yes.
you look like, girl, you gotta go ahead. But Faye, strangest, unique, convenient. Lamont done put legs
Just
on,
say it.
done put legs on the dash. She done got completely naked.
She done shut down.
So-
I had a dog.
Apparently,
But you didn't
yes.
even have the dog in the story.
Right.
No, there was no
No,
dog.
thank
Dog in
God,
town. We
though.
need you to
Yes, I
stop
know.
that.
I feel a lot better. Yeah.
With honey.
There was an animal.
Go ahead.
So mine was my significant other worked in a huge office building, and he had a car that he drove for testing, and then we went back to his car. So I was helping him with the testing. I was driving. He was in the back doing what he does. And so when we
Wait,
got
back
back.
with you?
No, I was driving.
He was in the
Oh, wow.
back doing
In the
what
back.
he does.
Yes.
That's what I said.
No,
Right in the back.
no. We were in the parking garage, parking the work car, and we were on the top. You could see the city, and so I just decided to,
Let him see the
No, we
city.
don't know.
yes, let him see the city. Yeah. I saw nothing but yes.
What did you see?
So now you got,
And so, yes.
so you got questions.
Yes.
I
and
do.
so
I follow questions.
we didn't we don't, like you said, security cameras. There were definitely security cameras. We're grown, so we didn't get called into a dean's office.
No.
However, yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So what was the rating of that car?
Right. What are your leather seats?
It's all car related. I like that.
But no, we were outside.
Oh.
Yeah, we got out of the work car, we're walking to his car, and then just decided
Where?
in the parking garage, but we were on the top.
But where were you? Was he sitting or standing?
No, he was standing and I was squatting.
Oh.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes.
Details.
Yes.
Always deal with details.
And he kept looking around. He was so nervous. I was fine.
You gonna give me
Hey, Becky told you to
She gonna give you
keep that.
No, why are we here? Okay, sorry. Next. We'll do it in my house.
So she was squatting.
Yes, I was. Because, again, I don't want to hurt my
Look at her.
knees. Yes, I didn't need scars and all of those
She
things.
didn't want to hurt her knees.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
And real freaks don't hurt their knees.
No, why would you need to? Yes. That's what I
Wow.
Have you
Yes.
Y'all, you brothers got a hard thing.
That's
Every
it.
Timmons.
That's all I'm saying.
Where's the most?
I don't know where
Is
to
your
go with
week?
that,
Don't let us down.
quite honestly.
I feel like I let y'all down. But
You did. No,
No,
that
only
was
because you
fine.
hyped us up with the
Right,
dog.
you had a dog
Yeah.
and you didn't actually
Yeah.
bring the dog into the actual story.
This better be good, goddammit.
Shit, let me make something up.
I know.
I was on the moon and
I was in the library. I was on the library.
It was Jupiter Love.
Right.
Not computer.
So every ring of Saturn possible.
Right. No. I would say
Rings.
I'm not gonna go with the most nastiest. I would say the most pleasurable place.
Oh,
I
I
like
don't like
nasty,
that.
though.
Change it
I
up.
know you do.
Okay,
I like that.
Okay, but I'm a more pleasurable, sophisticated type of
Okay.
light-skinned
He
guy.
keeps his pinky.
There you go. I would have to say.
Tyler.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Just keep your pinky up.
Wasn't in no car, even though there's been a lot of episodes on car,
Yes, sir.
SUV, some on a motorcycle.
Okay.
We'll go with,
My
Not while
goodness.
you're driving. That's not safe.
Was she right?
we will go with,
Literally.
Or
I will get to my story.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. You do this.
Y'all gonna get me thrown out.
Right.
Tell us.
Go ahead.
Tell us a story.
I will go with Riviera Maya, Mexico,
Okay.
with my significant other.
All right.
It was down by the lagoon, and it was a little dusky, so it was, you know,
A little dark.
yeah,
Hidden by some nights.
not really, but really.
Yeah.
There was people around. It was an all-inclusive club, yeah, and we was snorkeling in Mexico.
This is real shit.
No, it's real. I got pictures.
Was
Okay.
there sand in
Yeah,
the scenario?
whole sand, seashells, fish,
Salt water.
all type of stuff. Yeah,
But hopefully not in her.
but it was, I don't know, maybe.
It'll itch later.
Listen,
I hate getting sand in my clit. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I can't follow that up. So you can go ahead and like that comment.
I hate it.
So,
somebody get out.
It's good. It's fine. Continue.
So,
It's empty.
apparently Heather is
Make
stolen my
pearls.
opportunity to go. So
Sorry,
I'm just
sorry.
going to say it was in Riviera Maya in front of an all-inclusive club down at the lagoon, and then back at the hotel in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's thoughtful.
Yes.
I made sure that she went first 4 or 5 times because I'm a giver.
This
I
probably
wish I
said
could
4 or
high five
5
you over
times.
here. I
So you
cannot.
multiple,
It's
you
like
juggling
soccer.
up. Okay.
We're gonna verify that story though. If it was
Okay.
really 4 or 5
We
times.
do have pictures, and we have
Even if
video.
it was 2 times,
With
he
the
was
4 or
sure.
5 times.
Really, I
We
think
have
it's
video.
once is enough.
Listen.
I'm not gonna lie. Don't be
Can
greedy,
I
guys.
say this?
Twice.
We definitely need to close out
Can
this.
I just say this? I told you before the show started, she was gonna turn this show up, and this is just the start. Let's continue.
Yo, we gonna be back. Keep it real reloaded after this.
Pause.
Welcome back to Keep It Real Reloaded. I'm glad we back because
Lord, yes,
the offshore conversation seems
Got a little off. Not gonna
it's a
lie.
little off. So we're gonna get back with this second segment of Keep It Real Reloaded,
Yeah.
and it's a topic that I didn't even think of because I had writer's block this week. But the producer thought of this topic because she want this, and
Oh, God.
and we gonna talk about it after this. Okay.
No, there's no dog in there.
Ain't no dogs involved in this.
For farm animals,
It might be. a
so
dog.
help me
It might
God.
be a
I
dog.
don't want to hear about that.
But this segment is in your marriage or a long relationship.
I'm stress sweat about this.
I know, me too.
I'm stress
I'm
sweat.
just like, when we just
You gonna let me get the topic?
I just wanted to say to the viewers.
in your relationship or your marriage, would you ever consider or allow your mate, or would you take this a hall pass? Hall pass topic.
What is a hall pass?
A hall pass is this. Your mate gives you a time limit where you can actually act like you're a single person.
A time limit.
A time,
Like a 24-hour period or like a week?
What are the precedents that are
Anything
what are the
goes.
gro-
You single.
Oh, it's just
Anything goes.
You
You're
revert to you 18.
You revert back to when you was before you was
17,
married
16.
or in a relationship.
I'd give you guys one.
Well,
You guys would be
really?
at the bat just swinging.
I know, that's what I, yes.
I totally hit.
Yes.
You guys
Like
are
that
swinging
night.
this.
Well, you gotta realize,
You lied.
this is a movie.
This
In case
is
you guys haven't seen it,
this
there's
is-
a movie called
Yeah.
Hall Pass.
Right.
But you know what? I just want to interject.
let Lamont start.
I'm gonna interject. Seriously, because first of all, as guys, we don't think of it in a guy's way. We don't, like you said, we're gonna jump through hoops, we're gonna do backflips, we're gonna think of every aspect of how we can enjoy this moment and what we're doing this moment. But in the same aspect, we're the same guys who, when we actually think about the fact of another man touching our woman, we are ready to puke chunks.
You never want to touch her again.
At the thought about it.
Oh, that's true.
So
That's true.
the question is, would you take a hall pass in your relationship knowing how you feel now about another man touching your woman? Would you actually want to give your woman a hall pass, or would you just want that double standard of her giving you one? It's a tough question. No matter which way you look at it, it's an impossible question, because in a man's point of view, you relish the thought of it sometimes, because sometimes you have those moments of in a rut in a relationship, which the woman feels too. But you got to ask yourself, is a hall pass going to fix that rut? Is that hall pass going to make you sit back and think, dang, what did my woman do with this other man?
That's what I'm
So I can't really say, as much as I might be in a rut and want to get out of that situation, it's like, man, it's never going to be right again. So a hall pass, it's not a hall pass, it's an expulsion. Because at that point, your relationship is expelled.
Right.
So you,
Potentially.
I agree with
Hold
that.
up,
Just
guys.
because a
Hold on.
woman is so much easier to give it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the man we chasing it.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think I could give my significant other an actual hall
Hall
pass,
pass.
because it's so easy to be like, hey, I'm gonna get with such and such, right? Because they're already looking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a guy, you have to actually go out there and do a little work. I mean, unless you got a couple of on some side pieces.
On the side, and then if you have on deck, then
Right,
you're
but then at
you
that
would
point,
take it hall passes.
you don't even need a hall pass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you don't have a couple of people on deck, you don't even need, I mean, that hall pass, you're gonna be out there for a good week, 2, 3,
So you would
kind of looking. So a woman is
how many weeks do you
I would
think
never
would
give you a hall pass.
Me?
Ever in life.
Me?
Or you either, or y'all together would never get a hall pass simply because that hall pass would be used.
You couldn't even get a
Today.
bathroom pass.
Right. Right.
I
Because
get
you-
it, you don't even know.
Right, because you could go up to, both y'all, could go up to whoever, and I'm saying whoever.
Y'all could get Barack Obama in your hall pass.
Right,
I
no,
wouldn't do that.
and,
He's gonna-
and something
Oh my
would go
gosh.
down. I just think that it's so much easier, it's so much easier for y'all to use that hall pass than it is for
No.
you and I to use that
It
hall
totally
pass.
is.
Unless you got somebody on the side, 2,
Right.
3,
And then,
unless you go back to an
then it's
axe.
not a hall pass.
Or you
then
want a
are
bow.
already
And that's not a hall
emotionally
pass.
cheated. Yeah, so you
You
are
know what I
already
mean? That's
emotionally
not,
cheated.
right, that's not a hall
Yeah.
pass.
time out, time out.
Get us back on track.
Y'all definitely off on track.
Yeah.
So, go back to Lamont. And then we're gonna come back to the segments, because they didn't answer the question.
Not even.
No, the answer would be no.
But this is what men do. I want to
didn't
point
answer
this
the
out.
question?
Men do this. Instead of answering the question directly, they do what I like to call a dance. A song and a dance, and what you all just saw is both a song and a dance to not answer said
I
question.
just said no.
Okay, go back.
Thank you.
You said you wouldn't give us a
She
hall
just
pass.
acknowledged, I said no.
No, you
Rewind.
said you wouldn't
Let's
give
go.
us a
Let's
hall
go back
pass.
to Lamont.
Yes.
I may take the hall pass.
You would take the, so the answer
Maybe.
is yes, he would take the hall
I
pass.
said maybe allegedly.
Put your hand
I'm
down.
just saying.
That
Put your
is not
hand down.
confirmed.
I'll answer
Put your
that
hand
question.
Allegedly.
Let Lamont answer the question. Hold on. Let Lamont answer the question.
Answer the
Lamont,
question.
I'll answer the question.
would you give your mate a hall pass?
If you could take
In
one.
reverse, would you
I
take it?
absolutely could not give my mate a hall pass because I know I couldn't live with it,
Come on with it.
and I wouldn't want my mate to give me one.
Would you
Because-
just cheat silently?
Then I would need a hall pass.
Well, that's
That-
the other,
You know what I mean?
that's a real thing.
Right. So basically what I'm saying is no. I don't think a hall pass will ever be anything that you can have in a relationship and make a relationship continue to work. Unless you have a free relationship. I mean, there are people, there's swingers, there are people who have open relationships, there's Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, but we
Yes, sir.
don't have
That's
that.
allegedly.
That's alleged.
That's
Everybody
legit.
don't have that. But if you,
No, that's allegedly.
like she said, it's a different situation where some people relationship can stand that, but for me, I don't think a relationship I have can stand it. So I don't think it will work, so I don't think I can do it. Just because I don't think my relationship will be able to tolerate it.
Can I interject?
No, it's not your turn yet.
That's
I
your
feel like
turn.
it is. I feel like this is integral to what's happening, and if you
Let's integral.
if you're protesting, I'm gonna forget.
Let's go with Heather, because she's gonna
Alright.
forget.
Here's the thing. Don't take it. It's real. It's just malt liquor. It's not anything. Trust
Wow.
me. Okay. Anyway, here's the thing, and this is something I thought about because I didn't think about what I was gonna say before I got here. I just thought, like, I'm just gonna
You
go
gonna wing
off
it.
like how I feel at the moment. But here's the thing. I think in relationships, people have desires they don't talk about with their mate. They think about and they fantasize, they don't
True.
actually get the opportunity to discuss, hey, I sometimes think about, sleeping with other people. Not that they actually want to act on them, but I think where it becomes more taboo is the fact that they think about it and it becomes a fantasy, but it becomes something that they just can't do, and then people gravitate to things they can't do. So where I'm at more so is that I would rather have an open dialogue with the person that I'm with, is if they actually thought about sleeping with someone else, I would want to create an environment where he could say that to me and I could say that to him, like, I kind of thought about that too, or, you know, or like, I think he's super hot, or whatever the case, whatever it is, I would like to have an open dialogue without repercussion of the relationship losing its fray.
So would you give a hall pass?
Right, would you give a hall
Yeah, you
pass?
still haven't answered
If
the
that's,
question.
to be
That was
honest
dance?
with you,
If
I
it
heard
was a
song
dance, I
and
thought
a
first.
dance.
but I like to preface.
Okay.
That's okay.
You were twirling, but go
I
ahead.
like
Right.
to preface. It's called a preface. I'm not a man. It's
She
a
was,
preface.
okay, she was prefacing.
But you know what? What she said made sense because I have a cousin who had a relationship with a guy, and they had no problem going wherever they went. And he'd be like, "Babe, look at him. Look at her. She's bad." And she'd be like, "Yeah, she is bad. She would definitely join us if we ever, you know, just that type of conversation." You
You
know,
sound like Stevie and Jocelyn. What's the
I'm just saying, it was just
They're weird.
they
They're
never
really weird.
acted upon it,
Yeah.
but it was just such open dialogue, well maybe, but they could actually talk to each other in that manner, and it did not affect their relationship because they knew what each other stood. It wasn't like I caught you stealing
hiding
that
anything.
day.
Yeah, but that's not a
Yeah.
hall
wasn't
pass.
that.
Yeah, that's
not
not
a
a
hall
hall
pass.
pass.
Let's
Okay,
just hold on.
so
So
to answer the question of the hall
So
pass,
are you
would
giving,
I give
your
Are you
guy
giving your man a hall
a
pass?
time limit where he can actually act single, and would you take one?
Okay, so in all honesty, would I make sure that my man has all of his fantasies met? 100%. Whatever that is. If that's what he really wanted to do,
So you give him a hall pass.
whatever it is. If it's a hall pass, fine. If it's whatever it is, yeah.
And
I'm
you
gonna
wouldn't
say
come
whatever
back,
it is.
and you wouldn't come back 3, 6,
And throw it in
9
his
months,
face?
and something. Exactly.
No.
And you wouldn't ever bring that
Because-
up.
You can't say
Well,
that.
I would probably,
That's
I
my
would bring
point.
it up probably.
See, but then that's not a hall pass.
You missed my point.
Okay, go ahead.
I bring it up,
Okay.
but not like that. I bring it up in a time where it's pleasurable, like we're having, because again, the relationship is different. I have a different,
She thinks like a boy.
there it is.
Yeah.
So this is so would you, well, obviously you gonna take this hall pass because y'all already communicated as well.
If I wanted to, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't actually think about, I can look at someone that's attractive, but that,
Because you're looking at me. I get it.
Oh, my Jesus. Right.
You don't see it?
That's her juice.
Oh, this
you're
is
drinking my juice?
It's mine.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I get it.
Here's the thing. To be honest, for women, even mannish women like me, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you have your I can be, but when you have your needs met, it's not. He doesn't have to feel insecure about me looking at other people. It's kind of different, and it takes some time to understand. But I can see someone that's good looking. That's not the issue.
My Donnie doesn't.
Can you see someone that's good looking, that loves you, that takes care of you, that has your back, that's your best friend? So to me, it's not as tempting to just see someone that's sexually appealing.
Right.
You'd have to have the entire package, and that's kind of hard to know off of just looking at you.
That's true.
So would I give him a hall pass? Potentially. Would he take it? Probably not.
Right.
Because I create an environment where in my relationship we can talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about without thinking like, okay, if I say, man, I want to bang that chick, because everyone has those feelings. Like literally everyone has those feelings.
Absolutely.
Right. You
At
create
different times.
You create yourself. You're the fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I changed my hair color. My fiance used to travel with work. And I didn't tell him I was changing my hair. And he came back and I was blonde. And he was like, dude, it's like I'm cheating on you with you.
Yeah.
Like he was just so
Just like
excited of the, like literally.
Was the
he was,
hand-
yes, there was dancing
Right, I'm
involved.
like-
The whole
There was
thing.
so much excitement involved, yes.
So it is your turn now. So what is your turn?
No hall pass. I'm a very selfish person. I
And
want
possessive?
every, yes, very
And
much.
crazy.
It's her
Yes,
turn.
a little
Wow.
bit. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, she's not gonna say.
Yes, no. If you're mine, you're absolutely 100% mine. Every moment of the day, you belong to me, and you get the same from me. I'm never anybody else. It's not for a moment, not a phone call, not a conversation. Guys will come up and hit on me. Yeah, I belong to someone. You should meet him. He's so fucking awesome. Like that's what I do. So you never have to worry about me ever thinking of anyone else. Now we've had conversations that whole celebrity, like if you have one
Yeah.
celebrity you could smash, who would that be?
Who's yours?
Mine was Nelly, but this is years ago.
Nelly?
Yes, he was so light skinned and
Welcome to
muscular.
Nelly.
Wait a
Yes.
minute.
5'5".
But this, yeah, I'm 5'3". It didn't matter. I didn't want to marry him. Yeah, I just want to hang out. So we talked about.
Yeah, y'all just want to hang out.
Yeah. That was what we talked about.
Oh.
So then he was like, yes, you can have Nelly, and he had. I want to say it was someone unrealistic.
Selma
but
Hayek?
It was. No,
That was my
Menendez.
celebrity crush.
That was my girl. Yes, but no.
Sorry.
Yes, no, but it was Nelly. So Nelly was in town, and Heather was like, "Let's go out." And I was like, "Oh, so babe, do I get to? If Nelly comes tonight?" And he was like, "Okay, no, it has to be the same day at the same time."
Wow.
Shut out yours.
Wow.
And so it had to be his girl at the same time. It was my guy, which was like so unrealistic.
Basically,
So,
don't get Nelly cut.
well, I don't think we got cut.
So,
It's
Faye,
not
you ain't
counting.
giving him
Yes,
all.
no, he belongs to me and only
He
me.
belongs to Timmons.
Yes.
David Timmons.
Yes.
Hall pass. Are you giving
For me,
one
no, I'm not giving
or
one.
you taking one?
No, if I give a hall pass and you actually use it, then that means the relationship that we had or we thought we had,
Finito.
not really as strong as we thought, right? If you utilize that pass. Now,
Y'all killing me.
if I'm getting a hall pass,
Okay,
Oh, jeez.
here we go.
I don't know. I mean, if I was back in New York, or if I was, down in Tampa,
What does that have to do with it?
if it's different states.
Hoes and
Oh,
Philly.
no, because different area code doesn't count. You're
Thank
right. You're right. Doesn't
So,
count. Doesn't count.
back to my premise.
Back to your premise.
No, I would never get a hall pass just because I could never look into the set. That's just me.
Explain that. What is that?
If I know
You co-host.
that, let's say hypothetically, Robert Weinstein has smashed said woman, right? And me and her get along, and we get along great, blah 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 blah. But I know he done smash.
You gonna look at it?
Can't do right. All you are is a tip drill bust down, and I can't make. I'm just giving you an example. All I'm saying is I could never.
Like a virgin?
I couldn't. No, a virgin would be
I
nice.
kept my socks on, baby.
Right. All I'm saying is I'm not expecting you to be a virgin. I'm not
You just
expecting.
wanna
But I
pretend
cannot know.
Your history.
I don't want to know your history.
Right.
Like like my significant other and I, we have that kind of shit, and we done got into a lot of arguments, like who I've been with, and I'm like, because we run in the same circles, and it kind of runs parallel. And I'm like, I don't want to know.
But why does it matter?
It does matter.
It does, because if I know if I knew like you was willing to get down with such and such, and I know such and such, and I know everything about such and such, I'm like, well, you done been with a crack whore, and then you done get up. I don't look at you at
Same
all the same way. Like when I was 18, it was, I don't really care.
Smashing.
20, right, it don't really matter. 20, 32, 33, it matters. It does matter. So like if I were to get into a new relationship, I would not want to know who you've been with, who you know. I don't want to know just because as soon as you open up that Pandora's box, it don't go back. It don't, like, I'm with you, but you done smashed Robert 5 years ago. I'm looking at you like,
And you always thinking about me.
right, I'm like, what did Robert really do with
kept
her?
my socks
You know what I mean? Right.
Even better.
And
That's a waste
so,
of your thought.
But even better,
I couldn't
win. You don't want your man to
Win.
have that
I don't-
over you either.
and
You
it's
don't
not
want your
even-
guy knowing, yeah.
right, it's not even
I
like
got
I'm
this chick.
It
I know
wouldn't
what
even
he
be
did.
like an
I know
insecurity.
what
It would just be like,
what I got.
what made
You know?
you go with such and such?
You guys are so weird.
If you
I'm
knew
not
him, it's a problem. Like if I don't know him, if it's like,
Some guy.
then I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
So if I knew you personally and that was your hall pass and that was like something, I couldn't do it.
Kept my socks on.
Couldn't do it.
Alright, so now my socks is on.
The answer is no.
I said yes.
She said yes.
She
She
said
said
yes.
yes, but he
So-
would take
But
it.
I think it would be a problem.
I think so too. Let me answer that. We don't close
He
it.
wouldn't take it. But that's why it's not a problem.
It ain't gonna be a problem because he's not.
But
What
what
does
if
he want? I
but
mean,
what if he
really.
did take it?
It's
Would
a-
it be
it's
a
a-
problem?
It's an illusion of taking it.
I
You're not
create
gonna
the
take-
See, because
illusion.
you would not,
That's what I said.
you
You
could not
are
the
the
next
fantasy.
week
Yes,
look
I
at him and
would.
say,
I
"Oh,
would look
believe
at
it."
him the
Yeah.
same.
I don't believe
I
it.
No,
believe
no, trust
it.
me. No,
Yeah,
I
she's
promise.
part boy.
Yo.
No, really. But part like free boy, not like
Hey,
free boy.
believe me,
Yeah, you're light skinned.
should be fine. Should be fine.
No, really, I'm not even joking. I would if that's what he wanted, but I promise you, what would he want?
No, but what if
Like
he
literally,
did?
then fine, go for it, have fun.
She
We
wanna-
would
Would you
talk
with,
about
with
it.
your sister or cousin or friend that you knew?
With
It was my
cousin.
sister and your
Just
cousin
throwing
are
it out
friends.
there.
We
That's
wouldn't.
disrespectful. disrespectful. Now hold up. Let's just talk about that.
There we go.
That's disrespectful.
No, the hall pass is for everybody. You putting
No,
prereqs on it now.
family members.
You can't
That's
smash
weird.
Oh, no, the hall pass is you are single, sir.
Right. So he is
There
single.
are no off limits.
Can I close out the
But
section?
can we have
No, I
limits?
want to see her close it out because there are no rules.
There's a
She's
rule.
putting rules on it
The
now.
rule
Hold on.
is no
Hold on.
family.
Her friends and
That's
family
a
wouldn't
rule.
do it. Her friends and family wouldn't do
I'm
it.
gonna close it
Do
out.
that,
I'm
it's
gonna close it
Okay,
out.
apparently.
Heather
Yeah,
said,
talk about this.
Heather said, no friends, yeah, y'all talk about it off camera. No friends and family involved.
That's weird.
They wouldn't do it.
Unless you really wanted to. I'm just joking. You cannot.
Thank you. If you really wanted to, say yeah, just bring it up.
I'm joking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me close it out. I'm gonna close this segment out because it's getting passionate in there. I'm gonna say, as far as my question, as far as answering the question myself, as far as hall pass, yeah, because it is my turn now. I'm closing this joint out. I'm gonna say, like Lamont said, I can't do it. I can give my wife a hall pass because I'm a dude. And I wouldn't be able to look at her the same because, first of all, even with some of the stuff she shared with me, I feel uncomfortable with it because I'm like, so I don't want to think about my wife as being a bust down. You know what I mean? I want her to know. I want her to. But I could be a bust down. I could be a hoe all day, but I don't want her to be a hoe.
We can't close out like that.
So that's the way. No.
His wife is his first.
This is the way we closing out.
That was the only one.
This is the only one, as far as I'm concerned. And then when I take a hall pass, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes.
No, because I know for a fact it's gonna come back bad. I know for a fact. I know it's gonna be like, it's gonna come back bad.
Yeah, because she's
So,
paying, yes.
So I'm not gonna take the hall pass. I'm on probation right now. So listen,
Off of good behavior.
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be right. So no, I'm not giving her no hall pass. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no hall pass. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna cheat in silent? No, I'm not cheating in
High
silent.
five.
And then that's it, man. It's just it is a strange game to do, but there's a lot of people out there doing it, giving out hall passes, and they man still ain't saying that's why he ain't cheating.
Right.
We're still on the last topic.
Hey, welcome back. Keep it real, reloaded, and we back for our final segment and the stay or ride out segment of this one particular show. Has been pretty entertaining on and off camera. I wish we had all the off camera stuff as well, but the on camera, y'all should be good. So we're here to talk about the last segment of the show. Last segment of the show is something that's really has blown up over the last, I honestly can say about maybe 3 to 4 years. So the social media aspect of people's lives. So the question is, in your opinion, have people taken social media too far or taking it out of context? What I mean by this is that people look at Facebook and think that this is people's real life, and they get depressed by this person being here. They get depressed by or shocked by people's relationships, people putting money on the screen and taking pictures. I'm getting dollars, you know, and knowing that's not even their money at all. They got to go pay their rent with that. You see people in pictures hugged up, this bae, but all you see is his hat. But you don't see bae, and you see her. It's not, you about to write something?
This is Bay.
This bae.
Me and Bay.
Bae's a stick man.
Bay's a stick man.
And you know, people actually get into full-fledged conversations. You have people getting bullied on social media. You write something down and you got somebody who's got a negative content. You got people friending you who don't know you, but friending you because they friends with 6 other people, so they can be nosy on your page, so they can run back and tell other people. So, in my opinion, and I'm going to start it off, I think people have taken social media way too far, taking social media way out of context. It's honestly supposed to be something where people are networking for businesses, such as all of these people are going to be in, and myself. I think it also should be where you're showing family time or, you know, things that are good. Facebook is not real life. I say that all the time. It's not real life. Don't correlate what somebody putting on the book as they real life. Don't compare your life to somebody's Facebook life, because you're going to end up looking crazy because it's not real. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. That's my opinion. Twitter. I've heard people have thousands of Twitter wars. I don't know how, because maybe I'm not really good at working Twitter. I put on a post and then I'm gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people really take social media to heart, and it's kind of weird. So that's my take on it, and I'll chime in and everybody else. We're gonna start over here with Faye. What you think, sweetie? Social? Well, I know you ain't even on it.
I'm not on it at
But-
all.
So
When
that's
it
why I'm starting with you.
first came out, MySpace. Got a MySpace page.
Turn up.
And dudes came out of the woodworks and started talking and stuff like that, and all of a sudden you start having conversations that you wouldn't have if you actually saw this person in real life. And because I cared about my actual relationship, I decided that this is just gonna get stupid, and I don't want to participate in stupid. I'm too smart for that, so I just shut it down, and I've never picked it back up.
So in your experience with that, do you think that at that point you felt like honestly it got too far?
Well, I didn't do anything that was too far.
Right.
It was just
The
that
dude's going too far.
well, even they didn't do anything that was too far. It was the idea of I'm in a committed relationship, like I said before, that everything about me belongs to you.
Right.
So if my time and my conversation is going somewhere else,
Right.
then before that even became something where you start pretending that something that you don't even know, because it's just behind a keyboard, that you don't even know is real, why would I even participate in that conversation? Because he could be lying, like you said, got money on the screen and
Right.
rented cars and all of that stuff. You're thinking the grass is actually greener on the other side when it's just snapshots of people's reality. So I decided that I would rather water the grass that I have and F your version of pictures and chats.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
There's
She
Bay.
was Faye.
He's a lot
Bay
bigger
with
than
Bay.
Faye and
With
Bay.
Bay. He's got glasses.
Oh,
Yes.
Bay do got
He
glasses.
got glasses.
Ooh,
He's
Bay.
got glasses, they're not round.
And then he got a little goatee too.
I know, it's so good. The beard is awesome. No, it's a whole beard. Yes.
So that's Faye take. So we're gonna stay on that side of the table. Mr. David Timmons.
Yes.
Are they taking social media too far?
Who's they?
The people. Has social media gone too far?
I think it has. I think it's just entertaining what your reality, what you want your reality to be, as opposed to what reality is.
Yes.
That's why I don't really. I mean, I have social media. I have a Twitter. I have a Facebook. I have a IG. All of that, right? But you never see me. Very rarely do I post something.
Right.
Something that really has to piss me off or really touch my nerve.
You're an angry poster?
No, it's like when people are like, oh, such and such, or I want to be involved, and you like, you part of the problem. You know what I mean? I'm like, no. Like when I have to check you, that's generally when I get on, but it's not like, oh, I'm posting, pictures and videos and what's my thought of the day, and I'm just like
what you're eating, nothing like
right. It's nothing like that's my reality, because my reality is
that. Boring.
it's very boring at this particular point in
Right.
time. I'm in
Like
law
it.
school.
He's in the library.
If it's not about tort law or contract law or civil procedure, I don't really have a lot to say about what happened last week.
I like when
What
this-
club I went
Right.
to, you know what I mean? Unless Robert Weinstein has some stupid like top 5, right?
Or you can
thing.
let me know that you get the
Right.
show.
Or right.
Right.
That's a good point. Hello,
That's
that's
not
bogus
good.
bringing
That's
that
not
up.
good.
Okay.
Bogus
Inside
thanks for
joke.
bringing it up, but
That's
unless I'm like getting my Robert Winding on,
Right,
like
for
in the
sure.
gym. Social media for me is really something that's just, it's really an afterthought, because you got to look up from your phone every now and then and actually experience the real world at this point.
Church.
Just because Facebook and Twitter and MySpace, all of that shit is really just, for me, just a waste of time. You know what I mean? Because if I haven't talked to you in 10 years, there's a reason why I ain't talked to you in 10 years, man.
What
You
if
know what I mean?
you just lost touch?
No, because I'm not your friend at that point. We don't need to be friends, virtual or,
You're so
or
black and
reality.
white.
At that point,
He is.
if we haven't kept touch after high school or after college, or if you wasn't,
You never
you
thought
know,
like, oh,
if
I
you don't
want
know
to
my
talk to
kids, why are we talking?
But you never had a friend in middle school that you thought, man,
Middle
I
school,
wonder
wow.
where I
No,
That's
no.
the thing, honest, really. There's no like,
don't care.
where's
I did
little
look up
Billy?
someone the other day.
Yeah, I have friends that like.
He does not care.
I don't.
I wonder what
I'm
Charlotte's
one of
doing.
the most, like, if I care about you, I'll go the whole 100 for you. no doubt, with anything that you need, right?
Don't
No
be out
doubt.
of your range.
Yes,
But-
absolutely.
But if I really don't, why the fuck am I looking?
Yes.
Why am I looking at your Facebook page?
I feel like your friends know that about you, so it's not shocking.
Yeah,
Right,
Shocking
so
to me
it's
is
not like if I
expensive.
like you and if I
Exactly.
respect you and if I have a good rapport with you and we've had some type of connection and you make sense, I'll go the whole 9 for you. No problem. I
That's
really
true.
will.
But that's on the phone.
But if I think that you are just
Actual
you
conversation.
fake and you doing all of this extra stuff, I mean, that means you just you
call
live on
people
social
out?
media.
You call liars out, like when you see people on social media, you know
I really
are lying.
don't. I'll call you.
Damn it, I wish you
I will
did.
call you on the low and
You are
like,
a liar.
like what the fuck is you posting, fam? Like that really
What
didn't
you
happen.
talking about?
Right, or I will send you a text message, but I won't put you out there just to look stupid.
Oh, damn it.
But
I would've
social
liked
media is
you
just
more if
not,
you did
it's
that.
just really not my forum just to
Yeah.
be like, hey, let's let everybody know what I'm doing. Because if I don't know you,
I had a hard
then you don't really
battle
know.
today. You should
Right,
know.
if you don't know that I'm in law school and I spend 18 to 24 hours a week in law school, then why is we talking? You know what I mean?
I didn't know it. I didn't know.
Right, that's my point.
I didn't know.
I don't have a 6-figure
He's
bank.
so cute.
Wow.
That's Face Bang.
That's my
All right,
Right.
we're gonna go here. We're gonna go ahead with Heather. Heather,
Well,
is social media going too far?
I don't really know. I know what
Are
I
the
use.
people going too far on social media?
I mean, I think there are a lot of different types of people in the world, and I find different types of people very interesting. I like to see, it's entertaining for me to see people that I know in real life that are just flat out liars, or like I'm just
Flat
like
out
this
lying.
bitch lies so much. I chuckle a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and I actually use social media. I think I've probably only posted one blasty type message, and that was just to, I'm not gonna say it because it was messy. It was a little messy.
It was messy.
But I never really do that
One.
because at the end of the day, if I actually want to say something to someone, I have really figured a very sophisticated way to say F you, if that's what I want to say, or whatever it is. But this particular time, I just wanted to be passive aggressive in addition to aggressive. But anyway,
So were you more aggressive or were you more
I was
passive?
actually both.
Okay.
Both, yeah, and sarcastic.
Yeah, that's
I know that
what
about
she
you.
is. If nothing else, she's
Very
sarcastic.
sarcastic. Yeah. So I look at Facebook for funny videos, funny memes. That's actually the only reason that I look at Facebook. If you notice on my stuff, I actually only post funny things that make me laugh. So that's actually part of my therapy in life, is that I actually believe, like, if I'm sad or upset or
Yes.
whatever the case may be, laughter is so important, and I find people interesting. I really do. So like when people post stuff that I think is like funny, like laugh at you funny, I laugh, or laugh with you funny, I laugh. So really, that's what social media is. There's
So
not
you
a place
laughing.
laughing, and then also mending. Like I'll see demise of some relationships, and I'll usually give it encouraging words. I really just use social media to encourage people also to laugh. It's pretty selfish, and I think people do take it too far. They get their feelings hurt. It's very difficult to understand someone's tone.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
And so I usually never take offense to the way someone says something
And you
on
shouldn't.
social media. But a lot of people do. Most
They
people
do.
actually
A lot of
do.
people do.
But I don't do that only because I feel like it's just a waste of my emotion, like getting mad at you because you put all caps. I don't care. Maybe you just are expressive. So I don't know. Maybe people take it too far. I'm sure they do. I laugh at you if you do. A lot.
You know what? You should be what America's about.
Yeah, it is.
We should get you on the hat.
No.
What
No.
would my hat say?
What would your hat
What
say?
would my hat say, guys? What would my hat say?
Because you're a
Like,
very
sarcasm. Did you get it?
you know what I'm saying? You're just all about the people.
Yeah, I like people.
And we need people of the people.
I like
Yes.
people.
Lamar, it's your turn, because Heather about the people.
I love people.
Alright, I got a short and long.
Short
answer
long.
to this, Alright,
Get it
seriously. The short answer is, has social media gone too far? Absolutely. But the long answer is, has all media gone too far? Has
Yes.
the radio, has the music we listen to, has what the news put on for us to portray what is news gone too far? Has everything, has things being said in the church gone too far? Every part of media has gone too far.
Yes.
And what the problem is how we feed into it. Because we don't get this information on social media and just most of it doesn't come from our own philosophies.
No.
Most of it comes off of the music we listen to, or what the news tells us,
Right.
or what the pastor has told us, or what a teacher has told us or taught us. Everything is correlated in a way where it's gone too far because we don't really know what the truth is.
It's too much information.
It's too much information
And not any good information.
And it's all his story, her story, and the real story.
True.
I've seen social media tear up relationships where a guy and a girl couldn't get back together over liking pictures or making comments on page. I've seen social media tear up friendships because Black Lives Matter was said and the black person felt this way, but his white friend put a post up on saying something different. And their relationship has been splintered ever since. Because now this person feels this is the real you that I didn't know because of something you said on social media.
That's true.
But this is the same man you went to school with and you won 100 yards for. But now all of a sudden, he's somebody different. So has media destroyed so many lives and different things? It has. But the fact is,
We let it.
we let it because a lot of it is not being raised the proper way to know the difference.
That's
When
true.
we
But
were raised,
it's not even a matter of being raised.
Well,
Because
it's
at
not
some point in
learning
time,
the
when you, yes.
it's not learning. You're right.
Yes.
It's not learning the difference.
Yes.
A lot of times we don't take time to learn the
I like
difference.
that.
Yes.
We don't look
Yeah.
up the actual issues and see the facts of it.
For ourselves.
We don't go and see what's really going on. We just partake in what's being said on
That's so true.
social media.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I agree.
So how can we blame the social media for the faults of ourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our fault that these happen.
Absolutely.
That's so true.
We are held accountable for it, but we blame it on social media. Social media is just it's like you said, it was somewhere
It's
we're supposed to do
facade.
the marketing.
It's a
That's what
So
facade.
socialism, socialize, but we don't use it for that. We
No.
use it to sit there and gossip
About
and
nothing.
air
kick
people
off
out.
and promote.
Yes.
I mean, I use social media to promote my
That's
music
right.
all the time. My music is my life. I love my music. So I want you to know what I have. So I put that out there for you to hear. But I'm not going to put a bunch of different messages out there for you to sit back and think, I know you now.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to know me, all you got to do is reach out and you can find out who I am. You're not going to know me through social media.
Everyone.
Absolutely.
Anyone who really wants to know me can always find out if they really want to know me. But if I find out you a person that I don't want to associate with, then okay, it was nice to meet you. Because you could be a fan, or you could be a fanatic, or you could be someone who's just crazy, or you could be some person who just misunderstood.
That's so true.
But it's up to me to find out what type of person you are,
Yeah.
not through social media.
I like that.
That's true. I totally agree. I totally agree with everything Lamont said. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's very well
So
put.
he's
That's,
very
deeper.
well put.
He's
That's-
deeper than all of us.
that's in a nut. No, that's real. That's real in a nutshell because when you think about it, I mean, our whole perspective on things is just off. You know what I mean?
Flawed.
It is flawed. It's a flawed system, and I think that people are really just you can't base a person on social media.
Well, to sum it up too, if you want to be on social media, just be real. Even if your life sucks.
Yeah.
It's just you and your cat.
But if
Just
you
put
making
that-
that pie, that was
Yeah.
your that was your
Just
segment
be
of the day.
honest. Like if you have
Pies are
$10,
good.
don't
I
put
love
that you
TikTok.
have more than $10. You only have
Okay, so yeah, right now.
$10. Otherwise, I'm gonna laugh at you.
Yes.
And now I know what my hat
I
would
try
say.
really hard.
My hat would say
I-
WWHD. What would Heather do?
And that's
That clears it up.
anything.
So
Anything.
pretty much
Or
it's
that was that you ain't taking that home.
That should be a good medium. What would Jesus do? What would Heather do? You should be somewhere in the
That was
middle.
actually.
Lord have mercy. Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree with the whole situation that he was saying. I think the brother was on point. I think everybody had a lot of good things to say about the situation. So let's go ahead and close out, keep it real, reloaded with the stay or ride out segment of this show. And I'm going to explain to you how it works.
Okay.
What it is, you get the stay. If you like this person, give your reason why they stand, and we moving on.
Okay.
If you think that they should ride out, give your statement and say ride out.
Okay.
Real quick, real fast. This is like the speed round
I like it.
of the Keep It Real Reloaded show. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna give them 4 topics. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 topics. Stay right out. The first one we're gonna start out with. I know y'all all seen the video of Malia Obama at Lollapalooza
Aw.
rolling
She was
her
a
little
girl.
skinny body.
Girl, better get
She
it.
was skinny.
Hey.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
She's a
So,
kid.
Oh,
but they gave her grief about rolling,
Whatever.
saying that the president's daughter shouldn't have it. This girl,
mother said it the best. She
Back to
has
the
no
media.
influence. She is a normal teenager. She's
She's-
had nothing to be
Stay.
influenced.
she's 18 years old.
Absolutely.
So for me,
Twerk
the
girl.
only thing I was mad
Right.
about was that her role wasn't real.
Right? She. Okay,
You know
but
what?
who cares? You want her to be perfect, right?
She might have a tongue out of mess. She gotta hit it.
No. She was
You
in
gonna-
No.
she was in a group of wonderful people.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if
She
you
was
gonna-
bouncy.
if they were beautiful,
tentative.
if they were beautiful,
Wonderful.
then yes.
Malay,
If they were beautiful, then you say,
Listen to
okay,
me,
the role
man.
should be better.
If you
But her
don't-
role models were wonderful.
if you go sexy snake,
Get your Rihanna
She's
on.
not trying to sexy. She
No.
just was feeling the
Having
music
fun,
clumsily.
Yes.
girl, you need to.
She was the best of the group that she was with.
Nah, she wasn't.
That she was best of the
I'ma
group that
stay.
she was with.
I'ma
Yeah,
stay.
yeah, yeah.
Go to Lollapalooza.
Man.
Go to the Bad Boy concert and roll your little body as hard as you can.
Stay as
but
hard.
baby
It looked like a
girl,
seizure.
do it soulfully.
No.
You from the south side of the shop. Roll your
That's Hyde
body.
Park.
No, she's not.
She had money. There was private school.
Girl, Hyde Park is the south
She got money.
side
She had
of the
money.
shop.
Yes, she was listening to
No.
Taylor.
So y'all said
There's
she
no
wasn't-
role to Taylor.
She wasn't at the rink.
No.
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 Roll your body soulfully.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do it. Do it clumsy.
Do the hair.
Hell, what you think? You gonna
I
stay
say
or ride
stay.
out?
I'm saying stay, and I say you be your authentic, uncoordinated self. If that is what you do, I would prefer my daughter to not have twerking down at 18. But that's actually like I feel like you're hashtag
Mine has
winning at
down to
life.
science.
If your daughter is clumsy at twerking, like that is she looks like a wet fish. I'm good with that. Like this means she hasn't practiced it in the mirror a lot. I mean she's not trying to
That's
be
not her
Girl, you gotta
sexy.
stretch this whole thing
I'm being
out.
honest.
She want, you
Stay.
want to stay?
Keep her
Lamont, stay.
Absolutely stay. You're young. Life is fun. Have to enjoy what you can.
Yes, absolutely stay. You're beautiful.
Tell us.
What's the other one option?
Right out.
Ride out.
So you gonna be contrary?
I got a daughter that's 14, and if I ever saw her actually trying to twerk like she was trying to twerk, one, I would be embarrassed.
Would it be soulfully though?
If she was a little more soulful, maybe.
That might be a little
But
more
this is the
disheartening.
president's daughter.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this is the president's daughter. I'm
She
gonna ride a
wasn't the
little
president.
concert ride.
She's not the president.
Right. You want to ride
get-
out with that.
you have your own
You are
life.
not Miley Cyrus.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Ride out.
Timmons wants
Not
her
full of
to.
Miley Cyrus.
Timmons wanted to
Right.
ride out. So here we go. Here go the next person. The next topic is my phone just went down. Stevie J. Stevie J is one of my favorites of all time. I
This.
love Sleezo.
This
So
right here.
hey,
Right.
Giving them
Wow.
this.
She made a face.
Stevie,
But you get on the bus?
Stevie,
They both
you
making it
stay.
stop.
You got you bang all the chicks in Atlanta. You keeping Jocelyn off the pole.
Or
What?
is he?
No, he
She
keep her on the
she
pole.
keeps a pole in her purse. Now.
Yeah, she does. Hold on.
That bitch don't even
Go,
need a
go,
pole.
gadget pole.
She swings on air.
Hey.
Bitch, bye. And
Hey.
she's just handing out Ghana Syphilis everywhere.
Wow.
Bitch, bye.
There's a couple of
Wait,
different
this
things.
is about Stevie though.
Okay.
Stevie J, you stay. Faye, Stevie.
Absolutely go. I love
You want
Stevie
Stevie to ride
J
out?
individually. However, he's just so gross.
She wants Stevie to ride out.
Like he tried to smash his cousin's niece on the
Yeah.
slide and pretend like he didn't do it. Yes, yeah.
Well, we knew he was going to
Just
do
for
I
it.
that
know,
fact,
absolutely.
just for that fact,
He
you
has to
gotta ride out,
go.
man.
Yeah,
You say
that's not
Stevie?
family.
You
Stevie
giving
ride
into
out.
the fam?
Yeah, it's not cool.
You got to go, man.
What about you?
She came over with a thumb.
Don't care.
Well, yeah, I understand. Yes, but
Don't care.
You,
And she gave him a visual. She said, I want him to eat the...
I get it.
and
He
so,
was like,
he-
well,
he
that's
came-
what I do.
Wow.
So you want him to stay or ride
I
out?
want him to stay.
I want Stevie to
Everybody
stay.
needs creeps, so we know who... I like to know where you're coming from. You're a creep. I like it. Say.
Lamont.
Stevie J, the shenanigans need to ride out.
So me and Heather, so that's saying a lot about us.
Yeah.
Right.
Stevie stay.
I love
The
comfy people.
next person coming up. Y'all know that the 2016 Summer Olympics
Yes.
just kicked off on Friday in Brazil, in Rio. They got Zika down there, but they also got some of the baddest chicks that you've ever seen, and probably some of the baddest
boy chicks.
boy chicks you've
Yeah.
ever seen as well. So
You
if you
don't
go
know
down
the
to
difference.
Brazil, make sure that you check, okay?
No,
Make
that's
sure
not
you
gonna
reach
work.
for the duct tape.
Can I tell you a story
Make
about
sure you
that?
cuff. Make sure you cuff.
Make sure you
cuff.
Can I tell you a story about that?
Well, he married.
We should
so
tell.
I
I
don't
should.
know.
We should talk about the story.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, how you know about
We're gonna
that?
talk about the
It's a
story.
good story.
2016 Olympics,
Happened in Brazil.
I'm gonna say,
No, we were asking about the duct tape.
Why we were not know how you know about
this,
duct
the side of
tape?
this panel was worried about the duct tape.
Yeah.
We were trying to
We
find
riding and staying.
2016 Olympics, we gonna stay because I'm looking for the duct tape.
Stay with them. You want to be in. You want to be in Rio. Like you want to be in. You want to do
I
that.
want to just watch the Olympics.
What, that's not
It's a
salacious.
Brazilian hall pass, apparently.
Apparently.
Me and all the boy girls.
Aw, and the dogs.
And the dogs. They got loose dogs down there.
They do.
And Zika.
Yes.
In
Heather.
bad water.
Stay or ride out 2016 Olympics.
I don't even know how to answer that.
So you don't want to be that? Do you want to watch them?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to watch the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie.
So you're not patriotic at all.
Not even.
All right. Remember what I said about you in America?
What would Heather do? I would watch reality TV is what I would do.
Right,
That's terrible.
housewives of anything.
Or I would take a nap.
So
I would take a nap.
stay focused. Let's move. Lamont.
Brazilian wax in lieu
of Brazil?
in respect of the Olympics. I would get a Brazilian
And
wax.
pretend it's duct tape.
And not. Exactly.
Watch for the
Get
duct
a
tape.
Brazilian wax.
Lamont.
My answer is I got many guys who played ball overseas and went to Brazil, and I've heard many stories. So my whole thing is ride out and don't get bleach on your T-shirt.
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get that.
Bleach on your T-shirt. That sounds strange.
It's too soon. I don't know.
You don't get okay. Well,
Yeah,
Don't
get
get
it.
bleach.
Hey,
Someone got
We about to
that.
find out about bleach on the T-shirt.
I didn't get
you
it.
got it.
Faye.
I got it.
What is it? What is it? Tell us.
20, I just got it. 2016 Olympics, stay or ride out. Now I don't want to stay.
Stay only because like Serena and the Gabby,
Gabby,
no, the
so lying.
yes, the gymnastics.
I like
Like
it.
I love to see black people doing like we running this shit, and that's freaking amazing.
That
Now
is.
will I actually watch it? I'll keep it on so it gets ratings in the background while I'm doing shit. But
looking
look
at
at
you
Serena.
skeptically. It's the first time.
Serena and
When did she
Gabby.
play? When did she play?
Who doesn't
What,
matter?
Serena?
It's on TV.
I haven't actually like got to
She
the
has a
thing.
twerk
But
video.
no. The tennis was on today. I actually turned it on to see if she was playing. She wasn't. There were some white chicks. There was a mixed girl. She's from America. She seemed very pretty. It was weird that we haven't heard about her.
Light skin support.
Yes, I know. Weird. So yes, no, absolutely. I
It's
will
not tight.
watch
It's
it.
like this. This is light skin
So
support.
you know, light skin
Yes,
support.
no, I'm just mad that America hasn't advertised her a little bit more. That's all. So I say stay.
She's gonna
Don't
stay.
get
Hey,
this.
hey,
Like,
hey,
okay,
look at
you're
them right out.
Oh,
I can't watch the
They're
Olympics.
You're not
This
patriotic.
is-
No,
this is
it's
what
not that
black
I'm not
people show up the
patriotic.
best.
Actually, I'm not patriotic. I apologize.
This is America
I've been put over
compassionate,
too
so.
many times.
WWHD.
Too many times to be pictured. Anyway, no, I don't want to see the basketball team win by 50, 60.
Yeah, it's
I didn't say
ridiculous.
I don't
basketball.
want to see
I said
somebody
tennis.
catch a
Gymnastics.
virus. I don't want to see the
Yeah.
sewage coming from. I don't want to see all
Oh,
that,
no, I saw
man.
that.
Watch the duct tape.
I'm about to
Watch
watch
the
that.
duct tape. Tim and say ride
I'm
out.
gonna ride out with it.
So this is the last segment. This is the last part of this show. The start of
That's fine.
football season.
Okay.
I love
I'm
football.
literally gonna go
Wait.
into a coma.
Me too.
Right now.
Yeah, this was like most boring. When I got the email, I was like, "Are we talking about football?"
All I wanted to stay right out.
Okay.
So football, the start of football season, I'm excited about it. You got the Bears. I love football as a former football player. You got fantasy football that I'm not even gonna be in.
Yeah.
So
You can do it.
I'm gonna
Keep it
say
just happy.
I'm gonna say football season stay. Heather says right out because she sleep. She gave it the finger. Timmons,
I got about 7 teams, 9 maybe.
Ugh.
I'm gonna stay. Yeah.
say Lamont.
Right.
Stay for life.
Stay.
Stay football
Football.
season.
I wouldn't
Yes,
say
sir.
that, Maureen.
You're so terrible. You're so.
Sorry.
Wait,
It's the
guys
waste of my
like
life.
football?
This conversation was a waste of my life.
So this is going to conclude this segment of Keep It Real Reloaded, and how I always close it out is the dice gonna do what the dice gonna do. In order to win the game, you got to play it. Sometimes you're gonna hit, and sometimes you might crap out, but you got to play the game in order to win. And I'm gonna see you next time on the new. Oh shoot! Let me thank my guests before I close it out.
Yeah, I feel a little
I got left out.
Rewind, and I'm gonna come back to that. I want to thank Lamont Jones. Riding in on his bike and kicking knowledge. I appreciate it.
He was
I
very
want to thank.
integral.
Very
Strong 2 coming
so
soon.
far.
I want
Everybody.
to thank the opinionated Heather Taylor.
I voted.
Yeah,
She's
that's my
blast.
I told y'all she like in my
Favorite person
top
ever.
5
Top
favorite
5.
people. I want to thank I'm messing with that Persinger. Like yeah.
Yes.
Don't mess with a man. If you mess with a man, she will cut you.
Literally, country.
Bitch.
Don't go to Wendy's either.
And I want to thank my man David Timmons rolling on his bike for coming out here. I almost sent them off. I almost sent them apart for us, but I caught it. But again,
Thank you.
in the final words of Nelly, the dice gonna do what the dice gonna do. I'm gonna see. Melly, don't say that.
Cheers.
I'm gonna see you next time.
I thought you were saying
on
on
Keep
the
It
way,
Real,
on the
Real
way.
Melly Show. And I'm out.
Hey, guys.
Cheers for the Harry.
I'm not shy, no, we can get closer. Now we're dancing on each other like we're lovers. I like how you move like that, move like that. I had to get to you before the night was over.